thanks to Chris Goldfinger. It's Fabio. We've got a big show for you tonight. We've got some award winners in the house. We've got it all cracking off. Kicking off the show with a big tune. Makoto, Human Nature. It's Fabio bringing the sunshine back. Welcome along to the show. It's new. It's the Radio 1 Drum and Bass show with me, Fabio, until 4 in the morning. The award-winning drum and bass show. Thanks as always to Chris Goldfinger. For the last couple of hours, he's back next week from midnight. Starting the show with one of my favourite tracks from last year. Makoto and Specialists. and their re-rub of Michael Jackson's Human Nature. Wicked, wicked, wicked. Right, we have got a wicked show tonight. Killer show, busy show. We've got the mighty Andy C co-hosting the show tonight. He's coming in soon, but you know, Andy, he's running late. That is standard. So hopefully he's going to get here because he's got a job to do. We've got news and a Goldie documentary. We're going to be playing a clip from that. A Facebook update. Of course, we're going to keep you updated with what's happening in the social networking world. The Radio 1 and 1 Extra D&B chart top 10. I'll also be telling you about some big guests and big plans of the show in the next few weeks. And we're going gully tonight. We're going to have a little smooth session, and we're also planning on speaking to the biggest MC out there right now, MC Skibbity. And in between all that, got some great new stuff from Hazard, from Marcus Intellect, from Logistics, and brand new from TC. World exclusive business. Won't hear this anywhere else. TC, Distorted Minds and Dynamite. That's how we do, baby. It's Fabio. It's the award-winning Radio 1 drum and bass show, baby.
Auxiliary, say consider this, your love's filling it back with more rhythm than beats the bang here. What would some of the lessons, the more perilous, there you go, here it is strike with no fear. Cool delivery, armor auxiliary, yes, that's now tyranny, crush you shortly. Sickness of a sword, the epiphany roar, just like the infamy, check your sword here. Armor auxiliary.
Filthy, dirty, grimy, heavy, messy, gully, deep and dark, drum and bass.
Take a synonym, it's your last filling it back with more rhythm than beats the bang here. What would some of the lessons, the more perilous, there you go, here it is strike with no fear. Cool delivery, armor auxiliary, yes, that's our tyranny, crush you journey. Sickness of a score, do the epiphany roar, just like the infamy, check your sword here. Back with more rhythm than back with more rhythm than beat. Armor auxiliary, yes, that's more rhythm than back with more rhythm than back with more rhythm than armor auxiliary, armor auxiliary, back with more rhythm than back with more rhythm than beat. Armor auxiliary, yes, that's more rhythm than back with more rhythm than back with more rhythm than armor auxiliary, back with more rhythm than back with more rhythm than beat. Armor auxiliary, yes, that's more rhythm than back with more rhythm than back with more rhythm than armor auxiliary, back with more rhythm than back with more rhythm than beat. Armor auxiliary, yes, that's more rhythm than back with more rhythm than back with more rhythm than armor auxiliary,
Little deep flavour going on there. TC, Distorted Minds, Dynamite. Don't hold back. As I said before, Andy C, multi-award winning Andy C is in the house. And you know the great thing about having Andy C, and he's been in loads and loads of times to Radio 1. But every single time, I've never interviewed Andy C. And I've known Andy C for some 15, 16 years. but I don't know a lot about him. We've never sat down and really conversed and found out what Andy's about. So tonight, I'm in the same position as you. I'm going to find out a lot tonight. So he's coming in real soon. We've also got this Goldie Doc. We've got that clip coming up soon. We've got the mighty Skibbity on the phones. Yeah. We have got some big beats tonight, man. Inundated with tunes. Big shout going out to all the AIM Massive. Also to all my Facebook peeps. We're going to be giving you some love straight after the next track. Not forgetting we've got the Radio 1 and 1 Extra Top 10. Big up to everyone who was in Manchester last weekend. I was at the uni. Big shout going out to Wilf Prophecy. Also to our Twisted Individual. Long time no see, sir. Good to see you in the spot. And speaking of Andy C, brand new on Ram Recordings. Been playing this for a hot minute. Absolutely raising the dance floor at the moment. Big shout to producer Phil in the house. Saturday night, Sunday morning business. We're gonna go gully a little bit later. Got some killer gully cuts. Try saying that this time in the morning. We're also going to get a little bit smooth with as well. My liquid peeps, I ain't forgotten you. Straight after this, something new and hot. Anyway, gonna let this one spin. Chasing Status, Brazil.
With Fabio.
Another big tune from Chasing Status. Big up to you two guys. Of course, they was in the show just before Christmas. A little mix-up thing, wicked stuff. What a weekend of football. We absolutely dusted the Hammers. We spanked you. And also, isn't it great to see Cardiff? You know, I know people are like, oh yeah, well it's not going to be the same without the big teams. Well, I don't know. When I was growing up, the FA Cup was such a big thing. It was the only live game you'd see all year. And you would get the underdog every couple of years come in and get into the final and giving the big teams a real game. And this year it's great to see teams like Cardiff, Barnsley, West Brom and Portsmouth in the mix. I think it's kind of brought back my faith in football, actually. Great to see Chelsea and Man U getting beaten as well. Lovely. My team's going well, apart from the little going on holiday, getting spanked by Birmingham and poor performance against PSV, but we've won a cup. Right, here's something from Austria, an outfit called Concept and Schneck. Love this tune. Couple of liquid flavours for you. We go gully a little bit later, you know, that word's catching on. I'm sure you know what I mean by now. Also going to be telling you more about the Radio 1 fan site, because we've got that up and running and that's cracking off. We've got the mighty Mr. Skibbity on the phones as well. And the one and only, the biggest D&B DJ for some years now, Andy C, will be coming in. Hopefully, before the end of the show. Anyway, 2 from the Liquid Corner. Time for some adult entertainment. It's Fabio. It's Radio 1.
Radio 1.
Wicked, 2 in a row. Bit clangy. It's the studio monitors. Right, the Radio 1 Drum and Bass Show fan site. Get involved with the show. Last week, we started something really big on Facebook. The Radio 1 Drum and Bass Show with Fabio. Fan site. Why not? Check out my video diary from last week showing off our awards for Best Radio Show from the D&B Awards. There's also a brand new one of me and Andy up there right now. There's also pictures of artificial intelligence in the studio too. So expect loads of info and show gossip up there. Be part of it. Go to my page at bbc.co.uk/Radio1 and click on to Facebook and become a member of the Radio 1 Drum and Bass Show fan site. You can say you was there first. Anyway, some Facebook love. Big ups to Gemma Howden in Nottingham, John Huggins in London, Chris Counter in Philadelphia, Katie J. Williams in West Midlands, James Bennett in Portsmouth, Daddy Dread in London, Brian Bodnachuk in Chicago. Making my job real easy tonight. Steve Sherry in Manchester, Daniel Williamson in Brighton, and lastly, Nick Harvey in Bristol. Wicked stuff. So you can go to the Radio 1 fan page and give me some love. That's how you do. Right, we have got Skibber. We've got the mighty Skibbity in the house. We're going to be speaking to him after the next track. Brand new. I tell you what, tonight, it's all about the exclusives, baby. Brand new from Hazard. Big shout going out to Hype. Forthcoming on Ganja Recordings. Little thing entitled Troublemaker. Skibs after this. Brand new from Hazard, Troublemaker. Don't even be trying to ring Hype about getting this. Because Hype ain't answering his phone. Right. As I said, we was meaning to get more and more MCs on. We had 5-0 in, like, just after Christmas. Been meaning to get some MCs. And we've got the biggest man, the biggest MC in the game. A man who single-handedly transformed the whole MCing business. We've got him on the phones. We have got the mighty Skibbity. What's up, Skibber?
Yo, man, I'm good, Mr. Fabio. Just there, just come out of the studio, working hard as per usual. I'm all jiggy, though, you know?
Man, you're sounding good.
Yeah, like I said, just been working hard. It's been a pretty mad weekend. It's here and there, all over the place as per usual. But just been getting back into the studio today. Just got out there a little while ago, and I'm on the road again now.
You know what, Skibbs? I think, you going in the studio, that's what we need. We need a big MC album. We really need that out there, because as much as you guys are big in the game,
yeah,
you guys are bigger than most DJs now. Still, that product of getting out there and getting your music.
That's what it's really about.
That's what it's about.
Really what it's about. And I think, it's down to somebody like myself and some of the other pioneers in the MC game to really step forward and do that and make it happen rather than just talking about it,
For real, man.
That's what it is. So yeah, I'm literally coming out the studio as we speak, you know what I mean?
So you got this unique style, man. Where did that come from? Have you always had that kind of flow? Because you've come with this kind of like different, you've got a different flow, man.
I try to mix it up, what I found with drum and bass, when I analyse drum and bass MCs, I do feel that most drum and bass MCs kind of have the same style over the different types of music, and I think that there's so much different types of drum and bass that you have to flip the style, you know what I mean?
No doubt. People, sometimes, they're like, we've worked so much together and we've worked really well together. It always sounds really, really nice. And that's because I vary my style slightly, and so do you.
Yeah,
so we kind of hit kind of like this crossroads, man, and we vibe, man. And that's what the game's all about, for real.
Exactly. That's what, definitely. You have to be versatile. Like as you said, there's so many different styles of drum and bass. You've got the jump up stuff, you've got the hard stuff. You never know which DJ you're gonna end up with.
For real, man.
You're gonna end up with.
So are you doing other stuff? Because I know you work in other genres as well.
Definitely, yeah, man. Doing a lot of kind of hip hoppy things here, doing a few things with some grime MCs as well. Even been writing some R&B tracks for some singers and stuff. And doing all those different things has helped me whenever I come back to writing drum and bass. I'm always bringing something else with me, like from whatever else I've been working on and stuff. So I think that's what helps to keep it a little bit fresh and maybe a little bit different to how other MCs may approach it.
Do you think the MC game, do you think it's harder to keep on top of the game now than maybe 5 years ago, because there's so much MCs and so much MCs are trying to step up their game right now?
Yeah, it is pretty hard. I mean, back in the day, I think there's more opportunities now.
Yeah,
there's a lot more gigs and stuff going on. Back in the day, it was quite locked down, these are the DJs, these are the MCs. But there's a lot more little events going on here, there, and there's, little radio things going on, and people can push their way forward with the internet, people getting on the MySpace and pushing their thing forward. So there is a lot more opportunities, but you've really got to be cutting edge and fresh. It's like most of the new stuff you hear coming out has already been done before, and it really needs for someone to, step out of the box and just be really fresh and original with it to really break through,
Yeah, man, you've got to be on your A game all the time,
That's
man.
right, exactly. You know what I'm talking about, Fab.
So listen, how can people, do you want to pick up your MySpace page and
definitely. You can find me out MySpace/Salamanga on the site, and all my dates on there where I'm playing out and stuff. Got some music on there for the people that.
So you've got about 4 pages of dates, right?
a few dates on there, things are definitely looking good. I can't really complain about that.
Wicked.
So man, that's what's really happening. I should hope you have the album ready for this summer and stuff. It's gonna be a double album, hip hop and drum and bass, 2 double CD and stuff. So look out for that, man. Around the World in 80 Raves, I'm gonna call that one.
Standardly. Bringing a bit of wit to the game, yeah?
Exactly, there you go.
So listen, Skib, when the album drops in the summer, you need to come in the studio.
Most definitely, man.
We'll do a head-to-head, man, and we'll
definitely
bring in some tunes and stuff like that.
Most definitely, man. Yeah? I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm going to hold you to that, bro.
All right, I'll let you go home and do your thing,
All right, man.
All right,
Take
baby.
it easy, Fab.
Take it easy.
Man. All right, man.
Many thanks to Skipper for joining us. Biggest MC out there, we've got the biggest DJ out there coming up real soon, Andy C. While we delve into a bit of AI. One of my favourite AI tunes. You might have missed this one. Killer cut. Track entitled Won't Give Up. Big up to Glenn and Gambit. Thanks for coming in last week and blessing the show. We've also got the Radio 1 1X chart. We've got this Goldie clip as well. We've got that coming up. We've got some fantastic music, and we've got the mighty Andy C co-hosting if he ever gets here. It's Fabio. It's the Radio 1 Drum and Bass show, the award-winning Radio 1 Drum and Bass show. Saturday night, Sunday morning. Wicked stuff from AI, Won't Give Up. Remember, they got an album coming around summertime, June, July. Watch out for that. I think it's going to be one of the albums of the year. Anyway, we've got the official 1Xtra and Radio 1 D&B chart rundown. Last week's number one, been number one for a few weeks actually, Drum Tools. With Switch on the flip side, Bookham, MC Conrad and Fernie. This week, they have got to watch out for the Chasing Pack. Some big tunes in there. And we're going to see what's popping right now. Number 10, Skandaka, Taxman on Ganja Recordings, down 4. Number 9, Jaydan, Gun Salute on Smoking Rhythms, up 1. Number 8, Kenny Ken, Every Man, the Benny Page remix on Mix and Blend, down 1. Number 7, Break, Surroundings on Symmetry Recordings, down 3. Number 6, former number 1, Shockout, Danny Bird on Hospital Records, up 3. Number 5, Original Sin, Cheetah Cheetah, Don't Be Silly. Ganja Recordings, second highest new entry. Number 4, Benga and Koki, Night, the Digital Soundboy remix on Temper, down 2. Number 3, Demo and Cease, Ladies Night on Human Imprint, Non-Mover. Number 2, LTJ Bookham, MC Conrad and Fernie, Switch, flip-sided with Drum Tools on Good Looking, down 1. That means we got a new number 1, people.
This is the 1Xtra on Radio 1 Drum and Bass Top 10.
Number 1, Friction and New Ballads, Robocop, the Taxman remix on Players. It has gone straight in at number 1. Big tune. The Taxman remix of Robocop. Gonna let this one spin for a minute. Big up to Hype. Players have done it again.
Drop it.
It's the UK thing, it's a worldwide thing. Drum and bass on Radio 1.
Number 1, Friction and New Balance, Robocop, the Taxman remix on Players. That came straight in at number 1, a real rarity, so big ups to you, big ups to Hype. Andy C is here, we're just getting him settled, he's a bit stressed out. He's done a lot of travelling tonight, but he made it. And we are glad to have him with us. Andy C will be coming up after the next tune. He's going to be spinning some new, some old. So the mighty Andy C up in the piece. Remember our Radio 1 website as well for the drum and bass show. Get involved. Get involved. Also, bigs up to everyone who's heading over to Miami in a couple of weeks' time. Right, I'm going to spin one more, then we're going to have Andy C in the house. Want to big up my Swerve crew. Big up to High Contrast the other week. He came down and demolished the place. You know the great thing about Swerve, you just come and just let people shine, man. It ain't about me. It's about my guests. The guests make the night, so High Contrast came down and he done his thing, baby. Heard he's been touring with Kanye West and he's gone on to another level right now. So big shout going out to Lincoln. Also big shout going out to the hospital crew. Big shout going out to Chris, also Tony, everyone involved. Big shout going out to Jordan and all the Movement Massive. Big shout to all the Grace crew. Also big shout to Chris from Metalheads. Also Goldie. Also to Inch High. It's Fabio. It's Radio 1. sound of Twisted Individual, a track entitled Lunatic Response. Right. A guy that's been in here many a times. I've never interviewed him, which is bizarre. And to be honest with you, since the first time I saw him with long blonde hair at Roller Express in the early 90s, giving me a copy of Cold Fresh Air, I don't know if I've really sat down and spoken to Andy for a long time. But he's here, and we're going to talk tonight. We have got the award-winning, the amazingly talented, the amazingly busy, the hardest working man in show business. We have got, no, money later, Andy, it's all right. We have got Andy C in the house, man. What's up, Andy?
Good evening, mate. Good evening, Fabs.
It's been a mad one, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, this week's been crazy, man. You know it is. We're all busy out there, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
No, for real, man.
Wouldn't have it any other way, man. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure. Like you said, I've never interviewed you before, man. You've been here numerous times. And you know the great thing as well tonight, Andy, you don't have to mix. Perfect.
Do you know what that's like?
Get a night off.
It's also like, you know, when you go out and you meet a doctor and you start going, I've got a bad leg. It's like one of them ones. We're not going to let you mix tonight. We're just going to make you select tunes.
Good stuff.
And we're going to have a talk, man. So, Andy, listen, man, what another year it's been for you, man. Do you sometimes wake up and pinch yourself and think...
Oh, every day, mate. I was just talking to someone just this evening about how lucky it's all turned out. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you know, we put the graft in, but we have an amazing lucky life. You know, us DJs to travel around and that, and it's just a privilege and honour to play music, people week in, week out, and just see the dance floors around the world. You know, all the different cultures that are into it, the positive vibes. You know, everywhere you travel, no matter what country, what continent it is, you know, people have just got so much positivity for what we're doing and our scene that it drives you on. You know,
for real, man. And listen, I want to go way back now. I want to go way back to like was you brought up in Essex?
Yep.
You was brought up in Essex. What did you want to do when you was a kid? Did you want to be a fireman or something like that? Did your mum want you to be a doctor?
I can't quite work it out. I think we was gonna a printer and stuff like this. I don't know. You know what, Fabs? I was going out I got blessed that my sister took me to a party when I was 13, 14, me and my best mate. And we always used to pretend we had this radio show going on and playing tapes and this, that and the other. And, you know, just doing all them things that kids do and just going out and buying, you know, used to put dinner money together to buy, share a record at the end of the week and do all that kind of stuff. And I just went out to this party and just, my eyes, man, just blew my mind.
And what party was that?
That was, it was in Essex. It was blagged as an engagement party in a barn in Stubbards Lane, which is down the country lanes in Essex. And but it was a rave, man, you know. And it was in the days when Young MC Know How instrumental was getting played out, you know, real, and Night Writers, and you know, Strings of Life and them days. And it was just it changed my life. Man. It changed my life completely. I went to school the Monday after, and that was like, that's it. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to find out about. You know, I started going to record stores. I started, you know, just trying to find out what the tunes were. You know, because back in them days, you used to go to a record store and you used to hang out all day. Waiting for the white labels to come in. And it used to be a community spirit, so I used to try and get myself in the community of a record. And unfortunately, we had the local record store, Boogie Times, you know, where the famous Suburban Bass was run out of. And, you know, Danny and Winston used to be in there working. And, like, I must have bugged the hell out of them, because I used to go there after school. I used to go there Saturdays from opening time to closing time, just waiting for the white labels to come in. You know, I remember days when Some Justice, Mickey Finn and Aphrodite would come in and they'd do 150, 200 copies in an hour with people all, man. You know, them days with we kind of lost that a bit now, I guess, but you know, with the days when the record shop was the centre of the community for dance music.
Yeah, but don't you think, Andy, I mean, you know, we sit down and we get things on aim and we kind of take things for granted, but there was an innocence about them days where you did have to get off your ass and get involved. It wasn't just about getting tunes, as you said. You had to get involved as well, didn't you?
Yeah, you had to live and breathe it, and you had to want to, you know, you had to find out what white labels and listen and make your own judgments over records. You know, as your tastes were, you know, spend your $5. That used to mean a lot, you know. You used
For
to
real,
stand
man,
there.
of course.
I remember going down, God, I had this brilliant thing at Black Market going, you go down there and Ray and Nicky would just turn up the sound system and whack this tune. You used to waste a few $5. But the sound system was good.
And it was hard-earned money as well, man.
No doubt, man. But like I say, that was what I was all about back then, you know. And I used to have, you know, all the crew and all the friends back down in Essex. We used to spend a lot of time in there. I ended up working in there for a little while. But
oh, did you?
yeah, you know, Saturdays go in there and do some mixing behind the decks, try and sell a few tunes and all that. And of course, once the record label started, you know, and me and Ant was always in there and getting advice and trying to, you know, punt out a few like white labels ourselves.
Okay, listen, we're going to come to that next. We're going to come to the second part in your progression. But before that, we're going to go back to a tune that, I tell you what, man, this really kind of like blew everyone away when it came out. It's Joe.
Yeah, this is Joe, R-Type, and this is like
God,
the roller of rollers.
Hang on a minute, who made this tune? Who is Joe?
Lime's missus made it back in the day.
Are you being serious?
SL2, and
for real?
this is incredible, this tune, man. Rollers.
Wow. Right, I didn't know that. Right, it's R-Type, Joe. This tune is so sick. It's Andy C and Fabio on Radio 1. Don't go anywhere.
Drum and bass in your face. R-Type, Joe.
What a tune, man. That tune doesn't even sound dated at all.
Unbelievable, isn't it? That's 1993.
Are you being serious?
And that must have the intro of intros on it, that tune, man. I've never
ever heard anything like it.
Nah, incredible.
So listen, when I met you, this probably came out about the same time I met you. I remember that. I'll always remember that day, man, in Road Express when you came up to me with...
I don't know about the blonde hair. It might have been long hair.
Well, it was brunette. I don't know. You weren't a bird, so I can't remember. But I know it was long, and I sat there, and I just, you know what, you were so enthusiastic about this tune, and you went, Fabio, I think this is going to be your kind of thing, and I brought it back, and I just thought, this is amazing.
Right.
Was that your first tune?
That was what, Cold Fresh Air?
Yeah.
No, I can't take that. Was an ant, mate. That was I was merely passing it on. For Captain Miles. You know, the legend. Like, he was chopped up them amens. He did it with the guy Rhythm.
Okay, yeah.
And that came out on Moving Shadow, actually, that tune. And that was just an incredible tune. I was merely the
go-between.
Exactly.
So we was talking about you kind of like your whole build-up and getting into the stuff. What was your first gig?
The first gig ever was the first official gig was for Elevation at Club Dada, Shaftesbury Avenue. You know, for funky and the guys down there, because I'd grown up with Red One, and he was putting on parties, and I played for one of his down in Stoke Newton at a club called The Prison. He used to put on these raves called The Imagination, and but we did some tapes and he sent them out for me, and Elevation were the only guys to respond back in the day, and we went down there. We drove on the way down. His car broke down on the way down there, so then we had to pull over on the side of the road. Then we got a cab all the way down there, played the gig, come off, and got the night bus home. Proper.
Seriously?
I got about 15 quid, I think, but it was perfect.
Of course, because
I wouldn't have. It was an amazing thing. You know what? I was on the same lineup as, I think, Rat Pack.
Wow.
And just to be doing that was just
amazing.
Yeah.
And you know what? The amazing thing about Everson and them guys, they're still going as well, man.
I know. I saw them on the road the other day. I saw them outside Innovation in London, man. They're
still doing their thing.
Exactly.
So now, Andy, you've got this unique... I mean, your mixing, it's just, you've got to see it to believe it. Did you always have that gift? Or was it something that you worked on? Or was it something that naturally, as soon as you started DJing, you just had this knack?
I don't know about that. I mean, I just used to go out and watch DJs and just used to try and soak it all up. I mean, one of the first DJs that kind of it was the inspiration to want to do it was a guy called Just Jones.
Okay.
He was DJing down at Imagination for Scott, like with him and Daz, you know, remember DXZ, MB,
for real,
and MATT, all them syndicate guys.
Yeah.
I mean, and that was a massive inspiration. And then you know, you get your decks and you work it out. I mean, it's hard work, but once you catch it, you just can't stop mixing. And then in later years, obviously, you know, the massive influence that was Randall, you know, and going out to like AWOL and them clubs, you know, just life changing.
I tell you what, man, hearing Randall play at AWOL back in the day, I don't think no one can really describe what Randall used to do to that place.
Beautiful.
I mean, you know, Gachet and Mickey and everyone, you know, the supporting cast was incredible, but Randall, man, when that guy used to come on, and it used to be it was an art form, wasn't it, Andy?
It was amazing, and the best thing was when he used to come on at maybe sort of 7, 8, 9 in the morning, when it used to run till 1 in the
real.
You know, and GQ was there and he'd be emceeing all night. So the club had this real flavour, you know, the Gachet, Kenny, Mickey, Darren, Randall, all 2 hours each, you know, long sets,
and
really
unique
expressed
DJs
themselves.
as well, aren't
exactly.
they? You know
Everybody had their own sound.
For sure.
And it just, you know, it always built into this amazing experience that you'd never forget. You know, the amount of times me and Shim walked out of that club just with our minds blown, just hearing new tunes for the first time, new flavours, and then Randall just dropping down 8 o'clock in the morning, last set, boom, it's all over.
And no one used to go home, everyone used to wait for Randall to get there as well, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it was just an incredible experience. Do you one of them people nostalgic that think it was better back in the day?
No, I don't get me wrong, I've definitely got my own nostalgia and my own sort of old school, but everybody's got their own old school, isn't they? Every generation's got their old school, so you know, what might have been better for us in the day is better for people nowadays, but you know, there's things that you'd like to see again, like I said, the community spirit, you know, the dub plate thing, being down Music House, you know, everybody chatting and tunes growing a bit longer. I used to like that, you know, the way that, you know, nowadays the tunes, they're instant, they're known about within the first weekend they're made, made, and it's
real.
kind of like the shelf life has kind
It's
of been
gone.
taken a
Yeah,
little bit, you know.
definitely.
So I, if anything, I'd want that back. But you know, we make our own, we're making old school for people, I guess now. You know
For
what
real,
I mean? In
for
a
real.
way, you know, when they grow up. So, you know, everyone's got their own old school.
And also, Andy, things move on, and as much as we're nostalgic, you know,
Exactly, yeah.
things are going to get faster. They're going to get quicker.
You have to go with it, and
you've got to go with it.
Exactly, and
Simple
don't
as that.
forget, we get to play some of the most amazing clubs in the world now.
Of
Whereas
course,
back
man.
in the day,
Yeah,
it used
this-
to be
oh, please.
one in 10 used to be good if you were lucky.
Yeah, no, for real.
Do you know what I mean?
People forget about the bad old days.
Exactly.
As well. But listen, you got something brand new to play for us.
Yeah, I've got something brand new. This is an exclusive. This is from Chasing Status. Guys are massively talented, and they have really been putting out some big tunes in the past sort of few years. And this is forthcoming off their LP. This is called Take Me Away.
Wicked. We have got the irrepressible Andy C. In the background, you can hear something brand new, world exclusive from Chasing Status. It's Andy C, it's Fabio, it's Radio 1. This is how we do.
Radio 1.
Fabio, 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 Fabio.
we've got Andy C, world exclusive business, Chasing Status. And what's that one called, Andy?
That's called Take Me Away.
Man, how good are Chasing Status, man?
They're amazing, mate. I'll tell you, they really can turn their hand to anything, and some of the stuff they've got coming on the LP really will blow people's minds, man.
And when's the album going to be ready?
Well, hopefully for later on in the year. You know,
Okay.
they've got a couple more tracks to do, cross the T's, dot the I's, you know, and but they've been working very, very hard, and it's shaping up to be exciting. It's going to surprise a lot of people.
Wicked. You know what? This year, I think a lot of albums are going to be like that. You know, I've got last year restored my faith in albums for drum and bass.
Yeah.
Thought, you know, the Comics album was great.
Yeah, amazing.
I thought there was some amazing albums. The content was a lot better than it has been. Don't you think?
No, I think you know, because obviously, you know, the scene's been going a while now, and
course.
artists can feel that can express themselves a bit more, you know. So
Yeah.
I think we're seeing that in artist albums now, and the quality was like you said, the Comics was amazing.
Yeah, man.
The feedback that Lincoln got for his album has been
It was
incredible,
great as well,
you know,
yeah,
and
and
it's really opened doors, and it just shows you how important it is for artists to do albums and not get stuck in the
12-inch rollers
kind of mentality.
yeah, for real, man.
And it can be hard, I guess, if you're out there DJing every weekend. Everything's got to be on that kind of tip. But, you know, when they take themselves back and express themselves, there's a lot of really talented people in this scene, you know.
Now, of course, man. And, you know, we've had a lot of ex-drum and bass producers gone on to do other things in the pop world, in hip-hop, and even in grime and stuff, and they've done really well. So, you know, big up to that. But anyway, back to you. Now, you are on Series 4 of Nightlife,
That's
right?
right, yeah.
Wow, that is incredible, man. When was the first Nightlife you brought out, man?
The first one was 2003. And I can't believe how quick it's gone, man, to be on number 4 already.
Damn.
But you think that really though, in 2003 there haven't been many independent drum and bass compilations, so we totally winged it on that one, man.
For real?
Yeah,
you just went in.
Scotty really did. Red One really did fantastic with the business side of that one, and getting it all, like the license and the professional side of thing that has to happen with these albums.
Of course, man.
So, you know, number 4 down the line, and it's you know, we're sort of tuned in now, and everyone gives up their tracks for it, like everyone does on everybody else's compilations. So it's cool. It's going to be up front. You know, we're going to be featuring a ton of new tunes that aren't released yet. So
wicked. Now that is important when you're doing a compilation, right?
Yeah. Well, it's timing it as well. You've got a license, you know, and hopefully there's going to be a whole stack of good tunes around when you do come to do the compilation.
Of course.
But fortunately, like with drum and bass, as it always is, it always reinvents itself. It's always got a stack of new tunes. Just when you think you haven't got a few in,
you just hear
in
something
your box,
and you're like, damn.
Like 1 week to the next, you can have 25 brand new tunes that are blowing your mind. So I think we're in that zone now, man.
For real, man. I know. I'm feeling that. I'm getting so many tunes at the moment, and so much. It's all across the board. I just think that the dots are being joined. I think everything's just coming together.
Yeah.
More than it was before. Like before, I just think you could have played a Liquid tune and something harder, and the balance weren't quite right. And I think you can do that now, and the balance feels.
Yeah,
right,
I think
man.
no, you're right. You can definitely put pretty much every style of drum and bass into a set, and
make it work.
And make it work. Yeah, I don't really like to be closed off at all. I definitely like playing a bit of everything, and I think that's how our music can be accepted. Obviously, only in slightly longer sets because you can't jam it all into an hour.
Yeah,
but,
for real.
But yeah, I think that nowadays you're seeing so much more cross a board in a set.
Of course. People, a lot more hybrids going on, man. People are trying a lot more stuff at the moment, man.
Yeah, exactly. They're not afraid to play tunes in sets as well either, you know.
Do you get nervous before DJing? Do you ever get butterflies? Do you ever get
No, I
more?
get excited more than nervous. I don't think you can get butterfly. I get excited because I'm just like, I just love it. I can't even express how much I just love being out there and do it. I mean, it's not, what greater feeling is there walking in a club and, you know, there's a lot of people there and they all want to have fun. You know, you've got a load of great tunes in your box, you know, and the vibe's there. So I just look forward to it more than anything, man.
I think, you know, more than nearly anything else about you, I think it's that element. And I think, you know, I can take it back to watching Carl Cox. He's a guy that no matter where he was,
right,
he would give it 100%, and he would have that look on his face of thinking, this is the best job in the world.
He definitely enjoys himself.
He loves it, man.
Yeah, and,
and
amazing.
And you've got that thing. Mark, he's got that thing where you just got that I don't know, man, that kind of joy of being there. I remember you played a 3-hour set at Fabric and I had to play after you, which is so difficult to do. But after 3 hours, man, you didn't even look like, you know what, Fab, yeah, go on, man, I'm really tired.
I was probably like, yeah, just a couple more.
Yeah, and you did actually say that.
Sorry, bro.
You was like, yeah, Fab, and now, after 3 hours, and to see that, and I've got to be honest with you, Andy, there's a lot of DJs in the game that don't feel like that anymore, and I don't get it. I don't get it.
I just really, really enjoy it. The longer you can play for, the better. I mean, I did 4 hours down at the end last Friday.
Wow.
And I got to the end of 4 hours and I was kind of pacing it, you know what?
Yeah.
In the end, I come home and I had the hump because there were so many tunes that I didn't play. I could have done 5, but obviously, like I say, I mean, how can you not enjoy it, man? I mean, when I used to if I put the decks on when I was at home when I was younger, I'd be in there for 12 hours and it'd seem like, so playing out's just a massive privilege and,
So, listen, your next tune.
Well, I'm going to play something off of CD that I think, off of 7. This is a 7-inch.
Okay.
And this is something that I think has influenced and been the bedrock of drum and bass. So play this and then we'll play a tune that will direct.
And so you want me to play the tune straight after
I'll
this,
do it
yeah?
if you like. Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
Radio 1.
in your face.
I and what all of you shall weakness in the head, and bad man shall fall. shall witness the day that Babylon shall fall. I know that all of you shall witness the day that Babylon shall fall.
Some bad boy business from the days of Lucky Spin Records, man.
Yeah, those were the days. Man.
Oh, those were the days.
Because you used to go down Music House cutting dub plates, and then you pop down the road to Lucky Spin and get your promos.
For real, man. Big up to Sasha and Justin.
Yeah, of course.
Right, Andy, I want you to introduce the next tune, man, because this tune, every single guest I've had in the last month has brought it down.
This is definitely a biggie in here, man. This is from like one of the producers that is really made his mark over the past few years. Massive tune. This is called Time Warp. This is Sub Focus, and this is going to be his next single on Ram.
Wicked stuff. So we are going back to back. Spinning tunes, man. Big tune. Time Warp, Sub Focus. know what? Before we go any further, boy, what happened to you last week, man?
You pulled that one
I've
out the
been
back.
killing. I killed Fat. I killed Randall. The whole lot of them, man. What happened
Horrible,
there?
isn't it? Horrible. What 3-4 nils in a row, man?
Do you know what? Do you know the weird thing is with Kerbishley? All these teams do that, man. They go to sleep after. At this time of the year, they just. Do you know what I think it is? I think it's because they've got nothing to play for. So I think the teams.
I think maybe they're looking at that 10th place. People can't really catch them up. They can't really fall into the relegation zone.
So they're thinking about the holidays.
Putting the feet up. They're thinking about a little
the
little
beach
break away somewhere. Yeah,
for real. And by the way, Andy supports West Ham. Anyway, right, you got introduced to the tune. This is an all-time great, man.
This is an amazing tune. This is from one of the greatest ever record labels in our scene, Moving Shadow.
Probably the greatest, I think.
Amazing influence on me back in the day, especially Rob Playford kind of really took me under his wing and schooled me and took me out to a lot of parties and showed me how to...
Big ups to Rob, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. And this is producer's Foul Play, which are responsible for probably one of the greatest remixes ever in Renegade Snares.
Yeah.
And this is one of their original tunes. This is Wanna Be With You.
Do you still play this in old school sets, man?
I do. I play this as much as I can. I think and the production on this is
a work of
incredible. When you
genius.
think this is like 14, 15 years old and you listen to the production on it, it's amazing.
Incredible stuff. Sound of Foul Play, Wanna Be With You. Remember, you're listening to the Radio 1 Drum and Bass Show. And we have got the award-winning Drum and Bass Show and the award-winning DJ of the Year, Andy C. We're waxing lyrical and spinning in some tunes and just doing our thing. It's Fabio and Andy C on Radio 1. Man, you know what, Phil? We should have that lock-in tonight, you know, man. You know what I'm saying? Andy's got a bag of tunes, man. We're going to let this one roll. It's Fabio and Andy.
Saturday night, it's Radio 1, it's drum and bass time.
selection, man. The sound of foul play, Wanna Be With You, really brings back memories, that does, man. Of the mid-90s and girls and stuff. But anyway, we've got some Facebook love. It's Facebook love, right, Phil? Yeah? We've got some Facebook love, and we've got the mighty Andy C to read out some names for us.
Got my glasses on. We're going to say to everybody who's joined the Radio 1 Drum and Bass fan site on Facebook during the last week, got to say a shout out to Jeanette Williams in London, Jade Russell in the West Midlands, Mike Hall in Bristol, Matt Capper at Loughborough University. Special shout to Dan Nurse, the West Ham fan. We've got to get the old West Ham. Got to get the Harris in there. Simon Beglau, I believe, in Vancouver. Cam Bow in Exeter, and Andy Hunt in New Zealand. Shout out all the New Zealand and Oz crews out there in January with GQ, and just the vibes out there are incredible, man. So shout out all that crew and all the Radio 1 Drum and Bass Show Facebook crew.
Listen, that was so good. I've never done it that good. You might have to let you come in and do that every week. No, that was wicked, man. And you was out in Australia, right? And
yeah.
What a place to go and play music.
Amazing. It's like it's got everything in it. The scenery, the weather, the vibes, and the people out there. For such a small population.
Yeah, for sure.
The amount of people that come out to the parties.
And they're madly into drum and bass, right?
They are crazy into drum and bass. It's a beautiful thing to be out there. Always vibes you up. Great time of year to go as well, January. Nice and hot.
For real.
Really puts you in a good mood for the rest of the year.
For the rest of the year, right?
Yeah.
Wicked. Anyone you want to big up in Australia?
I got to big up Dion, all the loaded dice crew. You know, Andre and all the drum and bass
crew. Works real
crew.
hard, Dion, man.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. There's a lot of people out there putting in a lot of effort, man.
For real, man. So wicked. Right, what's this track?
This is brand new, up to date. This is Culture Shock, amazingly talented producer, and this is called Machine.
Is this one of the guys that done Rework?
It is, yeah. Teamed up with Brook Brothers on Rework, and they've got another collaboration coming as well, man. So he's definitely one to look out for, man.
And this is on RAM, right?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're keeping it moving. It's Fabio and Andy C. Radio 1 Drum and Bass Show, baby. that's brand new from Culture Shock.
Yes.
And what's that called?
That's called Machine. The guy. That was one of a dozen tracks I could have picked out, man. But he's definitely one to watch out for.
Also, Andy, you got the Nightlife album coming out. When is the Nightlife 4?
That's right. Yeah, it's going to be released in April.
And what tracks you got on there, man?
You know what? I've got a list as long as my arm.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, there's so many people that are giving up tunes, but it's pretty much going to be all up front, you know,
Wicked.
and a few big, all different styles, man. So.
And how much tracks you got on there? About
75 or something.
Yeah, and when's that release? When's the release?
Middle of April. Middle of April it is, yeah.
And you're doing a lot of promoing for that right now.
We've been doing a tour. We've been out since January. Like I said, kicked off in Australia and then come back to the UK to do a tour of the UK, and then we're going to be out in Europe in April.
And are you doing a Viram thing in Miami this year?
We are, yeah. We're going out there in a couple of weeks. Just sorting the visa out for that.
Okay.
And, we're going to be out there. It's this sort of tradition to be out there, man. It's an amazing vibe over there.
Great parties, man.
Yeah, good parties. Everyone gets together, lets their hair down, has a few drinks and that, and it's just really cool.
Ed and Optical going to be there?
They certainly are, yeah.
I love them too, man.
Yeah, man, they've got an amazing...
Real legends in the game.
Amazing influence on this scene. Playing some of these old tunes, I swear I got a couple of the old Ed Rush and Optical, because them guys really did set the marker down with
Man,
the
of
Wormhole
course,
LP.
they set the template,
yeah,
man.
without a doubt.
And so did this guy. What a tune to draw out, man.
This is probably one of the best producers this scene has ever seen, or any scene, like Dillinger. And I had to hunt high and low for this, man. When I knew I was bringing some old tunes down, I've gone into the vaults. I must have God knows how many thousands.
Tonight,
exactly,
man.
yeah. And but this has got a few little clicks, a few little pops in it from where it's been in the box for many and many years.
Authenticity, that's what we're talking about.
But this tune, Threshold,
it's probably it's one of his best moments, isn't it?
Amazing.
For real, man.
And the first time I ever heard this was out with Randall in Paris.
Okay.
At an after party for the Goldie concert out there when he was out there with Timeless, and Pesce drew this on us. Amazing experience.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
That was a legendary night. Apparently Pesce drew some tunes
Unreal.
out that night, man.
And this was the one.
Threshold, Dillinger, big. Sound of Dillinger, one of these great moments, and that is saying something. Threshold, what a tune.
What a tune.
So Andy, what about production review? Any kind of
Oh man, I tell you.
I'm putting you right on the spot.
I would love it. I mean, it's amazing how fast time flies, and you just realise I haven't really been in the studio for God knows how long. I mean, the last kind of thing was kind of Finders Keepers, which was on Nightlife 3, which still isn't out yet. I'll get around to that. It's just you just can't let go of anything. You know what I mean?
For real.
Producing's a very personal thing, and I'd love to get in there. I mean, it's definite. I've got a hunger for it, you know, because we're being blasted with so many tunes from different people and all that. But you know, there's not enough hours in a day. What can I say,
of course, man?
I'd hope to get in there. But and the guys, you know, Shim and all the guys have been in there. You know, they're still rocking out in the studio, man.
And we've got to big up Ant Miles, man, and Shim and Red One. But Ant Miles is a guy that you see very rarely.
Very rarely.
He comes out every now and again.
That's right.
This guy has just got.
He was out last week at the.
The Drum and Bass Awards, right?
Yeah.
It was so good to see Ant, man.
It's amazing because when everybody sees him, they're like, "Ant, what's happening above?" And it's like, you know, and in the car on the way home, he's always like, "Man, I can't believe people knew who I was," and people were saying hello and that. He's a legend, you know. He's such a nice guy,
and
he's like
so down to earth.
Exactly,
right?
One of the main reasons that me or any of my crew are still rolling out, man, because he was a massive driving force, man.
And also, don't you think in this game you've got to be a nice guy, man? No, not even. You know, I'm not being patronising, but I do think that if it helps.
Well, no doubt, man. Everyone's trying their thing, aren't they? And everyone's trying to work hard and put their own effort in, you know. So there's no time for hating.
And there's no time for arrogance, and you know, and that's the one thing always levelled at you, man. That you're so down to earth and you're so straightforward, and you just love it, man. And
I'm just trying to enjoy myself, man. I'm just trying to enjoy myself, and that's what else can you do? You know, there's no time for hating. You just got to get on with it and enjoy yourself, man. You know, and appreciate what you've been able to do and how you've been able to express
what you've been blessed with, man, for real. Yeah. And that is for all the youngsters out there starting up. Take heed. Right, what is this?
Example and Lomax. This is Contra.
Just to inform you that the One Extra takeover happens straight after us with Shawnee B. So he's coming up next. Then at 5 a.m. we've got Ras Kwame with Denio in session. And also next week we've got a special show with the mighty Johnny L in the place. And if you need full track listings and stuff like that, head to the show pages at bbc.co.uk/Radio 1. And Andy's going to give us a quick read on what has gone before.
Okay. Well, during this, it's the old school, new school challenge. That's how it's built. No, we drew tonight. We drew for some old tunes, and we kicked it off with Joe R-Type on Awesome Records, and then brought it up to date with Chasing Status, a brand new exclusive, Take Me Away on Ram. And then a little Amen mashup, you know, the original Amen break tune, the Winstons Amen Brothering, followed by Babylon on the old classic Lucky Spin recordings. Into Subfocus, Time Warp on Ram, then Foul Play, Back in Time and Moving Shadow with Wanna Be With You, Culture Shock Machine, the classic Dillinger Threshold, and that one which was Example and Lomax called Contra.
Do you know what? I don't like you're so talented. I don't like that, you know. that was such a good read. Damn, that was good. I'm gonna have to. Oh man, you're gonna have to teach me. You're gonna have to teach me some tricks, Andy. Teach me some tricks, dog. No, wicked, man.
Wicked, bro. Thanks for having us, man. It's been a pleasure.
So listen, before you go, we can't let you just go like that, man. Anything that you want to kind of like Facebook? What's your MySpace?
MySpace is myspace.com/Andy Ramrek.
Okay.
And, you know, any information, the Ram Records website will be up soon, contrary to popular belief, but we will have that up and running.
Okay.
And, you know, we're just getting ready for Nightlife 4. I'd like to shout all the crew, all the Ram family, you know, we got obviously LPs coming from Subfocus and Chasing Status, and, you know, Culture Shock's coming with some biggies, you know, and Red One, Shimon, Moving Fusion, all the crew. It's just, you know, I'm just looking forward to getting out there, getting on the road. It's going to be a busy weekend again this weekend, getting ready for Miami, a little tour of France before that. So it just never stops, man.
And you've always had your crew with you. That's an important thing as well, man. You've always had your boys. And did they all kind of work with you, kind of like in the behind the scenes and stuff?
Well, I mean, everybody's been, I mean, obviously, you know, that Ant's been there from day dot, you know, Shimon, amazing producer, Red One running the scenes behind, you know, Moving Fusion, and to up to today, I got a shout Special A, you know, Ash.
Oh my gosh,
weekend. What a soldier he is, man. He's been around since day dot, man, and that guy is there soldiering through every weekend, man. And also Mr. GQ's been out on the road.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
we're large up to GQ.
Yeah, we're just off down the American Embassy at about 6 o'clock in the morning to get our visas. So we're getting ready for Miami.
So Andy, listen, man. Thank you so much for coming in.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having us.
And after all these years, I just think, you know, it was meant to happen now. With you was wonderful tonight, and you brought some wicked tunes on, and it was great having a chat because I found out a lot about you that I didn't know as well, man.
Thanks, bro.
And best of luck with Nightlife 4, which is out very soon.
Yes.
And you've got some major stuff happening with the label and stuff like that. Andy, be careful on the road, man, and thank you very, very much.
No doubt. Thanks for having us,
Thanks a lot for Andy C.
About things that I haven't done yet.
The Radio 1 Drum and Bass Show with Fabio.
About things that I haven't done yet.
Well, as I said to you before, you can head to the show pages at bbc.co.uk/Radio 1 if you want to hear the track listings online. Also, remember the Radio 1 Drum and Bass Show fan site. We've got that up and running. We have sadly run out of time. Many thanks once again to the great Andy C. Thanks for coming in and doing your thing and selecting a wonderful selection of music. Thank you very much. We have got Johnny L next week. The man himself, Mr. Mystery, he's going to be in the house. Want to big up Phil for holding it down. It's been tight tonight, real tight show. Also, thanks for Skibbity for coming on the phones and having a quick chat with us as well. We've got the one extra takeover. Unfortunately, we can't have the lock-in tonight. Soon, with Shawnee B. That's coming up next, 5 o'clock, Ras Kwame. And that is about that. Gonna love and leave you with one of my favourite tunes right now, a little thing entitled Near Miss. Something that reminds me of the 90s. Remember, keep it Radio 1 throughout the day. Let's see if Duffy's still at number 1 this afternoon. It's Radio 1, baby. Keep it Radio 1. This is Fabio saying peace out.
Radio 1.
Trust Radio 1 to bring you the best new music from across the UK and from around the world.
Trust us to be your guide to everything you need to know about music. This morning from 5 a.m.
Raz Kwame.
We tell him say, all I'm full Raz Kwame. Watch out, we tell him say, on the Radio 1.
In new music we trust on Radio 1. Now.
The One Extra Takeover on Radio 1.
One Extra.
The UK's national black music radio station.
Love black music, love One Extra. Drum and bass. Dancehall.
Representing
Hip hop.
One Extra.
One Extra.
R&B. UK garage.
One Extra.
The One Extra Takeover on Radio 1. Representing black music to the fullest.